Hello. How do, fellas? How's your day going? So, yeah. Sorry for the hiatus, the month. I didn't really know that a month had passed since, I kind of last recorded. I'm going to take my headphones off. I'm here, right? I'm upstairs. I've moved my setup. As you can tell, it's looking pretty damn nice. Got my coffee over there. I have, like, this massive love for a series called Broken Sword. Right, if none of you have heard it, which, well, maybe most likely none of you have, it's like a game from the 90s. I used to play it on mobile. In fact, it was one of my first gaming videos on the channel. It was from this series. I'm playing one of the older versions of the game. I think there's like 4 in the series, and I'm playing number 2 because it's the best one, in my opinion. As a sort of a sorry for, kind of being away for a month because I'd completely lost all track of time, I thought, screw it. I'll do a quick playthrough of it. Enjoy, I guess. All right, so going into the game, you can kind of tell that this is an old-ass game because of, like... Oh, my God, okay. Because of, like, the old-ass looking, like, music, all of that type of stuff. It's gold to me, but it's, like, not a AAA game. It hasn't got the best graphics in the world. But you know what? It's the type of stuff that makes me nostalgic, and that's why I'm playing it. So, bit of background, because I've only just started up the game. Basically, we've got the 2 main characters, Nico and George Stobart. They've just been separated after a reunion because some dodgy bloke wants a sacrifice. And, yeah, he's taken Nico away and trapped me in a burning house tied to a chair with a spider. Pretty good. Let's get into this. Nice. Nice.
There were only 3 things I didn't like about spiders. The way they looked, the way they moved, and the fact that they lived on the same planet as me. This spider was big, mean, and hairy, and definitely not a native of Europe.
Fair play. Okay, so we got to kill the spider, I suppose. I have played through this game, by the way, so I do know what I'm doing. But, just pretend I don't know. Anyway. Bookcase.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
Wood. Pretty nice. Great, okay. So obviously we can't kill the spider because it's like the size of a arsehole. So we're going to kick the block of wood and it's going to tip the bookcase. Bang!
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Aha! Heavy-handed! Ha! Ha ha! I'm the best. Okay. Over here, metal bracket. Let's get free of our chains.
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire.
Let's go. I'm going to try and not use the hints up here. Writing bureau. The bureau du writing. C'est magnifique.
I found a bottle of tequila.
Nice.
Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal.
Normal.
Ew. Disgusting.
Loving that in my right ear.
Tequila burned like hell. I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm. There was something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet. It was the worm from the bottle of tequila.
Great. Great. Great.
In the drawer was a small decorated pot.
Bro, I dig the music so much, bro. 90s ass.
Ubier and his wife, I guess. Nice couple.
Great.
There was nothing else in the
Drawer.
drawer.
Nothing else in the drawer. Great. Okay.
I had no further use.
Great. Okay. So, that's Nico's bag, if I remember correctly. And that's the poison dart that was used to kill her.
It was a stylish little
pretty good.
canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
Oof. By the way, those panties are from
That dog was
a bloke
sharper
called
than a mosquito's business end. But this didn't deter me from getting it anyway.
Waiting. Okay, so basically, they're given from like a bit of a boyfriend of Nico's, which is like Nico, by the way, is a girl he really likes, and kisses in the last game. At the end of the last game, I'll probably play through that as well. I don't know, man. Siphon. I'm gonna get that.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
See, and we get the gas from the cabinet. Yep, stand right next to the fire. Stand right next to the fire. It's a good idea, that. Yeah. Brain box. Pretty good.
As I released the lock, something blew the doors open.
Probably the heat from the fire. Oh. Hot cylinder.
The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder.
Yes. And then you get the cylinder, you put the cylinder into the siphon. That's how you gaming. Yes.
The cylinder gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened.
Let's go.
Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
And then you extinguish the flames. No, you extinguish the flames. You don't walk over to them without the brain box. Yes, flames. Yes.
With a well-aimed squirt of his soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
Let's go.
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it.
Okay, fair play. I do believe that Ubier's house keys are somewhere. Oh, I think they're in here.
The pot contained a key.
Yes, so you got a key. Right, okay. I'm a bit of a nerd about this game. I have played through it about 10 times, but I just love the game so
gonna
much.
burn myself on that red-hot doorknob, and it wasn't the time for subtlety.
Yeah, George Stobart. Go on. What a lad. News cutting or telephone? I'm going to take the news cutting. Let's go.
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two.
Did not mean for that to happen.
It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
Door.
It was locked.
C'était locked.
The phone was no use to me. Apart from Nico, there was no one in Paris I wanted to call.
Fair enough.
The phone was no use to me.
Okay, whatever.
It was the newspaper wrapped in. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last
ATM.
5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille.
Right.
It was Ubier. I guess I had no business, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Labineau, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Labineau
That's what I was telling you.
as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running.
So that's from Labineau. Bloody creep. We're going to give him a
Much
call
as
and we're
I
going to murk
disliked
him.
Labineau might be my only hope of finding Nico.
Let's go.
Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look,
No
I
bad.
didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's
bad.
life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure.
Sure.
Andre?
Sure.
You'd better show, you creep.
Can't hear you, mate.
I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear.
Let's go. House keys. Get me out of this shithole.
I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Labano again, but he was my only link with Nico.
Let's go.
There was no sign of Labano when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him.
Let's go. Yes. Here we go. I am at the cafe. When will André Lobino join me? Okay.
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. Besides, I might miss Labano.
Fair enough. Man!
Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was. Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
No bed.
My girlfriend.
What it is to be young and in love. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
Have you ever heard of a Professor Oubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Flask. I need to nick his flask.
What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
Also, by the way, I don't know if... I mean, I'll probably obviously notice this in editing. But there's a bit of a weird thing between my microphone and my headphones. So I have Bluetooth headphones, and my microphone is like... It goes through post-processing. It's great without, you know, the processing, but like it just doesn't sound as good as it is with my software. Nerd! But basically, my microphone is a lot more delayed to how I normally speak it, so I'm going to have to match my face cam to my microphone, which is going to be out of sync with the music. So if it looks like I have no sense of time when dancing to music, it's not. Blame the microphone, okay? And my editing. So yeah, heads up.
What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
It's where the sun overlaps.
No.
It's where the moon overlaps the sun. Sun, moon.
Oh, God.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
A what?
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail.
Bloody hell.
I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking. It was a small silver flask from which the man was topping up his glass.
And it's illegal alcohol.
What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
No, it's not.
I had nothing else.
The gendarme. Great. Okay, so,
I had nothing else.
Great. So,
The man was
flowers.
still looking.
The man, he was still looking.
I had nothing else.
Well, how am I going to snatch his flask if I can't... Great. So I can't go... Okay, hint 2. You need to wait... Wait several times before you search it. Okay.
Wrong.
Alright, mate. Bloody hell.
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Okay, whatever.
I had nothing else.
Hell.
Oh, here he is. That's right, garçon. Bitch. Serve me a coffee.
Oh, garçon. He
Moron.
ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate.
Yep. Ugh. Great. Ugh. I'm tired. Okay.
I had nothing else.
Oh. Talk to the waiter when available once you run out. Oh, okay. Bank statements.
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Hey up, hey up. Here he comes, 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 here he comes. Yes.
Hey, you. What? I'd like a cup of coffee.
Look at him.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
Mug. Proper little mug. Yeah, a lot of this game is just waiting. Waiting! There we go. Waiting! Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe?
Hmm.
I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
Still. Still.
Do you know a guy called André Lobineau?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui, he married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here.
Dachshund.
The nutty professor and the movie star.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Bloody hell.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
By the way, it has been like a couple years since I last played this game, so like I have a vague idea of what I'm doing, but a lot of this is still a shock to me because like I was too young to understand what the bloody hell they were saying.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's
Great.
the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
That's all.
Jesus.
Thank you.
God. Oh, here we go. Knobhead has arrived.
Well, well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you, but Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her, and he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
Oh dear.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Ubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself. Tell me
Damn.
about your friend Ubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Ubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more backbone than you.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
This guy absolutely slams him. Like, he's absolutely shafted him, mate. God.
What can you tell me about this pot?
South
How
or
is he
Central
American?
American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Great.
Where can I find this
Tell
guy?
me
He
more.
owns a gallery on the left bank. The Glees Gallery.
Take a look at this, Andre.
It's a bank statement.
Yeah, Professor Ubier's account. 5 large cash withdrawals in the space of 3 days. All from an automatic teller in Marseille. Suspicious, isn't it?
You're even more crazy than you were before.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
This guy's just a wanker. Clearly.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
God damn.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, we'll be ready to talk.
This twat. God. Oh yeah, I need to make this guy cry.
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
Oh no.
I grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink.
Let's go.
Excuse me.
What?
Ever
Damn.
heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Yes, but I don't care for the kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline.
Is it true that Carol
She's a
Climax
bloody
was
porn
murdered by her
star.
husband?
Oh
First I heard of
God.
it. I thought she just retired.
I'm trying to find my girlfriend. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Yeah, it was our first day back together after many months.
That's too bad. My God, that's depressing.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
All right then. I guess I'm.
Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glees Gallery.
Well, there's nothing to do in Ubier's house. Well, there's nothing to do in Ubier's house because we've already searched it all. Glees Gallery. It's time. Time
The
to go
Glees
to the
Gallery
Glees.
had style and class, but very few customers.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Let's talk some girlies.
Hi, girls. What's the joke?
あなたはキレてですね。
Okay, fine.
What? What does that mean?
If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico.
Damn.
The pots were protected by a glass case.
There come. And sell them on eBay for £5. Man.
Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God, no.
Then I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
I'll show the video now. This was the guy who featured in the game that I played first on this channel. So, there you go. There you go. That's the origins of that bloke.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine. Glees
Damn.
can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Yes, of course.
I was at his house earlier.
If you're going to drop names, you could at least name one worth dropping.
I thought Ubier was a well-respected man.
Why, his last book was nothing but pseudo-intellectual claptrap. The demented ramblings of a drug-dependent has-been.
Hello. Hello, Glees.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days, one prefers to think of oneself as European.
Sure. Whatever you say.
And how precisely may one assist you, sir?
What I really wanted
Yes,
to
sir.
ask you about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir, one doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
Yeah, I noticed. I've already got one of those. I'd like your opinion on this pot.
Pot.
Interesting. Would sir be interested in selling the article?
Potter?
That depends. How much would you give me for it?
300? Possible 325?
I'll think about it.
Goddamn.
Who's that guy over there?
That's Mr. Lane, sir, the critic. I'm hoping he'll give the gallery a favorable write-up. One has to be so patient with these critics. Lure them in with the correct bait, watch for a bite, then play them like a fish.
Well, he's certainly drinking like one. How come that Lane guy is so rude?
It seems to be a standard requirement for critics.
Well, he doesn't want to talk to me.
If I was you, I'd give him a wide berth, sir.
That suits me. I wouldn't want to get too close to him anyhow. Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Ubier himself.
Interesting.
Do you believe the story that Ubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? She was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
God damn! Not to do her like that.
Have you seen any of Ubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated. I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Could you tell me which docks Professor Ubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good God, no. I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
He's got something to hide.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
No, sir. This is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here. Straight across
Fair
the
enough.
Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well, as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
Bloody hell, this guy's a knob.
Lane doesn't think much of your choice of wine.
Blasted nerve. The priest who sold it to me said it was a good year.
I found this news story referring to a total eclipse of the sun.
Really, sir? Well, fascinating.
He's a wanker. I'm going to go into his back. I'm going to go into the back. I'm going to nick his stuff. Just to show him how angry I am. I'm bloody angry I am. I know exactly what you're hiding, mate. I'm going to find it.
Excuse me, sir. That area is private.
Oh, So I'm not allowed back here?
No, sir.
Twat! I'm going to go back there because I'm a rebel. Yes, what are you going to do?
Excuse me, there really is nothing to see back there.
Okay, I get the message.
It's rather a mess, sir.
Sure. I'm going to piss him off. I'm going to really piss him off. Watch this. Watch this, yeah.
It was a sturdy packing.
What's he going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
Oh, no, you don't.
Whatever. Pussy? Yeah. By the way, he smashes this pot, and I kind of want to keep it. I haven't actually played the game with the pot, so maybe... No. When he brings his wine glass back out? Yes. Poison his glass! Yes.
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
Mmm.
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Okay.
I didn't think he'd be interested.
But he just said he wanted more of it. Oh, glass. Sorry. My bad.
Allow
Let's go.
me.
Gonna put loads in. And he's going to fall over. Fatty! Yes. Mourn, bitch!
He was out for the count.
He was.
I wasn't going to waste my breath.
Great. Now. And now we can have a look at. Now we can have a look at the packing case.
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Challenge. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Underneath the logo of the
Yes.
flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing.
No!
It was beginning to make sense. Oubier had organized Nico's abduction. Oubier withdrew money from Marseille. Oubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
Desolate Shore. Jazz Club. Nice. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this thing.
It was a mean-looking guard dog.
Yeah.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
Great.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
Great. Let's burn my hand.
Ouch! That's hot. Oh no.
Let's speak to the bitch. Yeah, it's a typical Green Party voter.
Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
Fair enough.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
Fair
What
enough.
time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it?
That's great.
Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say. What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
Does number 20 have rabies?
Nah, just a bad attitude. Like I said, he's a trained attack dog. They took him when he was a puppy and messed with his head to make him the way he is.
Oh, man.
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure, they have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Oh, God, this guy's going to be severely
I have to
unhelpful.
make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other.
This guy just does everybody he sees.
Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker.
Fair enough.
Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
Fair point.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
A poison dart, huh?
I could tell he didn't believe me. This is the dart that the Indian shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh. That's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
God. Oh, God, I shouldn't have done that.
I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
Fair point to the bloke. Fair point, fair point.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one.
Ah.
Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
God.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice.
I would
gotta
as
go
well,
now,
to be
but
honest.
I'll be back.
Can't
I don't like the
wait.
ponytail. He's a wanker. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Ah-ha-ha. Hook. Yes, look at him. Pop, pop.
The stick had a hook
Pop,
on one end.
Pop, pop.
I figured it was a boat hook
Pop, pop, pop.
for hooking
Pop, pop,
boats.
pop. Ah, my back hurts. God, blimey.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little.
Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. Sure. Oh wait, I just realised. I'll pour this on here because I'm going to smoke the guy out.
The bottle was half filled with water. Maybe it would cool the cone down enough to touch it.
Yes.
Now I...
Now this is it. This is it. Yeah? You put the bottle in the chimney. And then there's nowhere for the smoke to go unless...
The bottle had blocked the chimney.
Outside.
And
I mean
the
inside.
hut was filling up with smoke.
Let's go. Quick. 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 Let's go. Right. So. We grab this. And we...
The packet was... Someone had once told me a piece of coal brought you luck.
Grab a bit of coal.
Who was I to argue with irrational superstition?
Box.
The box contained nothing but blank forms.
Fair play. Ow.
One Yow!
Funny.
Stove equals heat. Heat equals burn. Burn equals excruciating pain.
Let's go down. Let's go. Right. So now we give the dog biscuit to the platform.
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
Yup. He goes onto the platform. And then...
I felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed.
Here we go. And then... Boink. We're insane! We're insane!
As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
Let's go! Let me go up here, and then we can climb the gate, and then get into Condor Transglobal. To then save Nico. Great. Let's go. Pont du Nord! Now, because there's a wanker in here who's the guy who hurt Nico and me, I have to go up here and I have to jam this fan, I believe. God, it's been years since I played this game. Anyway.
The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan.
So, we open the window. And then, we get the boat hook and jam the fan.
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
God. Poor guy.
That must be his boss.
Yep.
I decided there was a better way to attract their attention. I decided...
Right. So what we do is we convince the bloke to go outside.
The grill opened from the inside. The grill opened from the...
So we knock on the door.
Who is it?
Pizza delivery?
I didn't order.
No?
I don't like pizza.
Oh, come on. Everyone likes pizza. Maybe he was allergic to mozzarella. Hey,
What now?
look. This pizza's been paid for. You might as well take it.
I told you, I don't like pizza.
Not even with extra olives?
I hate them. Olives are the devil's butt nuggets.
Damn.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this door.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay, I'll come out, you creep.
Quick. We go over here. We get this barrel. And quickly murk him. Let's go. Now watch this. Watch this. We are insane. We are insane. And his name was Pablo.
The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key.
That small brass key will open something. Ooh.
It was locked.
It was locked. Shame.
All the crates were firmly sealed.
Firmly sealed. I don't know what else to do.
Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coramonte City.
Quaramonte.
All the crates were firmly sealed.
Fair play. I'm going to call the elevator. Never mind.
Whoa! Don't shoot! The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad? Hi. I'm not going to hurt you.
Quaramonte.
Is that where you're from? Coramonte City?
Quaramonte. Quaramonte.
Okay. What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Poor bloke.
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay? Come back here.
Never mind, eh?
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
Hmm. Right, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Hmm. Oh, quick! Let's go.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
Switch. And I believe this is where Nico is.
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
Whippy!
Nico!
There we go. And this is the bloke's girlfriend-ish.
Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow!
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
Thank God it's you, George. How did you find me?
I'll explain later. We have to get out of here.
Where's Pablo, the big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
Bloody hell. Poor girl.
There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, George. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Pick up the statue, pick up the statue, pick up the statue,
Nico,
pick up the
wait.
statue, pick up the statue, pick up the statue.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
So what we do is we have to break the door. Oh my god.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
Then we push the crate back onto this. So we can use the panel, the pallet carrier, I mean. Not the panel lifter. Whatever. There we go.
The crate was labeled, Danger. Live contents. Do not drop. There were small holes in the top and sides, and scratchy noises coming from inside.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. So we attach to the statue. Put it onto the pulley. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes,
There
yes,
wasn't
yes,
much
yes,
I could do with a pulley that
yes.
didn't have any rope.
Oh, for God's sake. Pick up the rope and then put it on the pulley. Dipstick. Bloody hell.
The rope
There we go.
wasn't long enough to reach. The rope was a
Okay, I want to know the
statue
statue.
looked as if it was Central or South American in origin.
Fair enough. Pallet carrier. Pump it up. Pump it up.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics,
What on earth are you doing?
trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
And it is, actually. Let's have a quick chat to Nico, since we haven't really talked to her.
Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightened me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Right.
Nothing yet.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America, a place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs. Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
Of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough. Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, George. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Damn.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir. Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poisoned dart?
Of course I'm sore.
God. Anyway,
The statue looked way...
pallet carrier. Put it down. Talk to Nico.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Fair enough. God damn. Why did he sound so sentimental? Oh.
It was too heavy.
Nico, dear. Oh, Nico. Nico, dear. Nico, dear. Deary poo.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so,
Here we go.
dear.
Dear. If you say so, dear.
Okay.
Right.
Push.
Push. Yeah. Boom.
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Time to go on to the manacles and then we go inside. Let's go. So you see that cable?
Nico, I have a great idea.
Here we go. Freedom. Shit. Close to freedom.
Josh, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you
For
have the Mayan
God's
stone?
sake.
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, Andre. Give the stone to George.
well, of course. If you say so, Nicole.
Simp.
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte? It's in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all
Oh.
we needed to know. Come on, George.
He was useful. I'm surprised.
Quaramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Transglobal seemed a good place to start.
Well,
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
looking pretty fresh, Georgie boy. Quaramonte Mine. So we're in Quaramonte. We're here. Well, I think that is a good place to leave this first episode. So we are 39% of the way in. So, yes. Right, so audio. No more music. So, yeah, there you go. Bit of an introduction to the game. I think it's a really good game. Hope you all think it is as well. I'm going to try and finish this. I mean, if I can be asked to edit, I'm going to try and finish this series off maybe in the next 2 or so episodes. I'm going to try and do them in like sort of an hour, yeah, because I'm on an hour and 5 minutes, 45 seconds. I hope that all's good. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if there's anything you want me to do on this channel, play, etc., then give me a comment down below, and I'll try and listen and see and do. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm going to do my old outro. Can't believe it. What a full circle this channel's taken since starting it as Laser Tech. Wow, playing Broken Sword and saying this final intro. Stay normal in your own way, and have a good day. Goodbye!